To be honest, I once had a very clear plan for my life, a perfect plan. If you had seen me 25 years ago, you wouldn't believe it. I was lying there, motionless, under a microscope. People probably thought I was already finished before I even started. I wasn't strong. I didn't have great stamina. I wasn't the smartest either. But somehow, I was still in the race. And back then, I believed I was meant for something big. Like everyone else, I had dreams. I thought I would grow up to become a successful businessman. I imagined wearing a sharp suit, making big decisions, building something that people would admire. I thought my life would follow a clear path, step by step, goal by goal. But life had other plans. I tried, failed. I tried again, and I failed again. At some point, I realized the version of me I had imagined in my head wasn't becoming real, not even close. There was a time when I didn't even know what I was becoming. Not a businessman, not a genius, not someone extraordinary. Instead, I became a blogger, a person who writes random thoughts, cracks stupid jokes, laughs at things that probably shouldn't be funny, and just lives day by day. Sometimes I sit quietly and think, was this the plan? Was this really the life I imagined for myself? All those plans I made, all those late nights, all that passion, all those struggles. Looking back, it almost feels like a joke. You work so hard thinking the future is in your hands. You think if you try enough, push enough, sacrifice enough, everything will fall into place. But life doesn't follow your script. It writes its own. And sometimes, it turns into a comedy. Not the good kind. The awkward kind. The kind where you don't know whether to laugh or just sit there in silence. But here's the strange part. Life isn't that bad. Even if it feels like a joke sometimes, it's still a pretty decent one. I wake up. I breathe. I eat. I laugh. I survive. And maybe that's enough. Because the truth is, no one really knows what the future holds. Today, people tell you, grow up, be serious, build your career, be successful, make money, be somebody. Tomorrow, they'll tell you something else. And the day after that, something completely different. It feels like the world keeps changing the rules while we're still learning how to play the game, and we're all just trying to keep up. Honestly, modern life feels like a strange comedy show. You didn't ask for a ticket, you didn't choose the story, but you're already inside the theater, and the movie has started. Some scenes make you laugh, some make you uncomfortable, some don't make sense at all, but you're still sitting there, watching it play out, because that movie, that's your life. When I was younger, I thought everything depended on me, my effort, my decisions, my planning. I believed if I just worked hard enough, I could control where I ended up. But now I see things differently. You can plan everything perfectly, and life will still surprise you. You can try to control every step, and still end up somewhere you never expected. Sometimes you lose things you thought would stay forever. Sometimes you find things you were never looking for, and slowly, without realizing it, you change. Your dreams change, your priorities change. Even your idea of happiness changes. So now, I don't expect too much from the future. Not because I gave up, but because I learned something important. Life isn't something you control. It's something you experience. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you fail. Sometimes you just exist. And that's okay. I once had a clear plan for my life, a perfect one. But today, I just take it one day at a time. I laugh at my mistakes. I accept my failures. And I keep moving forward. Because maybe life was never meant to go exactly as planned. Maybe the chaos, the confusion, the unexpected turns, that's the real story. And honestly, I don't expect the future anymore. I just want to see what happens next.